Say, I can't believe this is happening. Are you sure we should be telling this?
What's up, guys? And welcome to
Lights, Camera, Arrest. I'm Angie.
And I'm John.
And today we have the case of William Devin Howell. So this case, William has actually been charged. So with some of the other ones, we didn't have like an actual charge for them.
Okay.
But this one we do. So this happened in 2015 when the remains of 4 people were found behind a Connecticut strip mall. So this happened in Connecticut, and the bodies were found behind, like, I guess for us it would kind of be like a plaza, a small mall, like not like one of those big malls.
Yeah.
So this was actually the same land, the same stretch of land where investigators had discovered 3 other bodies back in 2007.
Investigators believed that the deaths were the works of one individual.
William Devin Howell, yeah. So they suspect that the 4 in 2015 and the 3 2007 were all done by the same person.
Who was last seen getting van in 2003. Blood was later discovered in Howell's 1985 Ford Motormobile.
In 2003, a person by the name of Nilsa Arismendia killed in
his van,
which he did go to jail for. And yeah, they found her blood. Can you imagine calling your car the murder mobile?
He called it, or people called it like that? Because
he allegedly called. So apparently he called it his murder mobile.
I guess he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, it's there in that same car that he allegedly slept next to the body of at least one of his victims. That in itself is just creepy. Can you imagine
killing somebody and then
sleeping next to him?
No.
Oh, heck no.
No.
So police were led to Howell after his cellmate told them about his garden where he buried his victims who all disappeared in 2003. Isn't that actually a lot that people talk to their cellmates, so who they're in jail with?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go and snitch. Like, a lot of the times you hear that that's how they get caught.
Yeah.
Because they can't keep their mouth shut. The article that we read, there was no conviction for the other 6. So we also have the name of the other victims. So,
the 6 of them?
Yeah. So aside from Nilsa, there was Melanie Camillini, Danny Wisnant, also known as Janice Roberts. I guess that one was the transgender, because apparently there was one transgender that got killed. So I'm assuming it's that one.
Yeah.
Diane Cusack and Marilyn Gonzalez, Mary Jane Menard, and Joyvelyn Martinez. Yeah, so it seems like Howell did plead guilty for the 6 murders.
Yeah.
But in July of 2015, which was before he pled guilty, a lawyer and a writer named Anne K. Howard to write with Howell.
About his story.
Yeah. And it seems like Howell was sending her hundreds of pages of letters, which she created into a book called His Garden, Conversations with a Serial Killer. And it consists with the letters.
No, if that sounds creepy or kind of smart.
So the book consists, like, the information from the book consists of the letters that he would write to her, some face-to-face interactions they had, police interviews, transcripts from the trial, and more. There was also discussions with the victims' family members.
Oh.
So they got kind of like both sides of the story. And it seems like a lot of the information that was provided had a lot of violence and sexual violence. So it seems like there was a little bit of both going there.
There usually is in these kind of scenarios, right?
Yeah. And it said he sexually assaulted 3 out of the 4 last victims. He didn't assault Danny simply because he was he was transgender, so he was a guy. Only reason why he didn't sexually abuse Danny.
But why did he murder him? Like,
I
was
guess
he in the car already talking to him, or did he get trapped into it?
I guess maybe he thought that Danny was a girl, but then after realized it was a guy. But by that time, it was already like
Too
too
late.
late. And then it gives detail as how they killed.
And you can just imagine what he must have done. So use your imagination if you would like.
Yeah, yeah. And the killing part was, he was never after the kill. He only killed them because they would talk, because he had sexually abused them, right? So he was scared that they would go to like law enforcement and then they would arrest him again. So that's why he ends up murdering all of them. And with Danny, he was just mad that it was a guy, and he didn't know until he was about to, sexually abuse him. But yeah, you can, if you'd like to read about this, you can find it in the book, which is called His Garden: Conversations with a Serial Killer.
Any more updates or anything else?
Not from
the articles.
Not from the article that I see here. We know he pleaded guilty.
And he is in prison.
He is in prison.
Guys.
Is not getting out.
Yeah. Guys, if you ever talk to somebody, make sure that that's somebody, doesn't look like a serial killer.
Well, even then, like not all of them look like serial killers, right?
That one definitely does.
He does, yeah. So apparently he was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences. And in the state of Connecticut, a life sentence is 60 years. So he has been sentenced for a total of 360 years. So he's never getting out.
So guys, we hope you liked this podcast and this story. If you guys would like to request Lights Camera Arrest at gmail.com.
We will leave the email in the description as well.
Strictly serial killers, right?
Yes. So this podcast is strictly serial killers. So if you have any serial killers, maybe ones that are not known, obviously we will cover eventually the main ones. So like, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy. So we'll cover Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy. We will cover those more known ones.
But if you do have ones that you know, or somebody's told you about them, send them our way.
And just the name is fine. We can do our research here.
Yeah.
William Devin Howell.
Yeah, guys. All right. Until then, make sure you guys follow us on Facebook at Lights Camera Arrest.
And also, guys, we are on YouTube. So if you're listening to us on YouTube or watching us on Facebook and you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it is Lights Camera Arrest.
I'm John.
And I'm Angie.
And this is Lights Camera Arrest.
See ya in the next one.
Turn your lights off now.